This is a very unique turn of events because it's probably one of the only times that this is ever going to happen. Hey, what's up, my Dokus? Jason, and welcoming you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we went through our practical exam. Laura and Fee kind of, sucked. And we also got a little bit of a memory about when Elise left and how, they were talking about closing down the old schoolhouse, but Reen convinced the teacher, our instructor Sarah, to try to talk to the principal and get out of it. But we also got our assignments for the field study, which is taking us, all of us, to Heimdallr, the capital city of Erebonia. And this time, well, we're taking our way there, or we're, taking the train there, and we kind of left off, on the stop talking part because this next part's going to be kind of lengthy and I didn't really want to turn last episode into the longest episode ever. So we're just going to go ahead and head to Heimdallr. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdallr. Our next stop is Heimdallr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you when embarking the train, or disembarking the train. Phew, looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Yeah, well, Heimdallr's just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day, after all.
Exactly on time.
Huh?
Wait, what?
You're that...
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're... Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Dad? Huh. I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias' father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Carl Regnitz, Machias' father. I'm the governor of Heimdallr and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall, but I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies. I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on the Thor's Military Academy's board of directors. You what? How? First Eunice's brother, then Elisa's mother, and now Machias' father. It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. I can assure you, the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study tasks and arranged lodgings for all of you. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which is the first. This is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the eastern half of the city, and the other group the west. The city's big enough and it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdallr is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks will cover the east of Vancouver Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the area west of Vancouver Street. Must be an important street. I believe Vancouver Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now, I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. This envelope looks like the one we usually get with our field studying itinerary. But what about this address and key? Oh, Alto Street? That's around where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind though. I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working class neighborhood. Dad, are these? That's right, the addresses of the places where you will be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I'd suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. Ah, my apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad? Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus have been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on just a... I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more playful. God, I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibilities as governor somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction as far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus in the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the Railway Military Police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnitz' good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible. It's so vast. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. They're something of an icon here in Heimdallr. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy the yearly pass. Amazing! All that and so many orbital cars on the road too. Ah, is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although, from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck in your 3 days of field study. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, though the Railway Military Police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the atrocity. Or aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in Legram, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they seemed exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Though, it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, I guess we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we'll need to hop on a tram to where our lodgings are, then find the addresses we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. All right, bye for now then. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? This view is nothing special to those who lived here all their lives, but I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to the people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages, I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until about 20 years ago. but these days they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After all, Crossbell probably has the most. Oh, really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. Though I guess when you're in a... Yep, Jaeger work takes you places. Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Ah, we should be taking a right here. Alto Street. I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot, you live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But, well, it does seem like the natural thing to do. I kind of want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still, I doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist. Thanks. My house is that two-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. Alright, let's go ahead and head over to Elliot's. Though I feel like somebody's gonna be home. It's been so long since I was last here that I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such hand-wringing. It is your home after all. I know, but still. Okay, come on in. Wow, it feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliot's home. Oh, is someone there? I'll be with you in just a moment. Sorry for the wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hey sis, I'm home. Elliot? Elliot! Whoa! Oh my. It's you. It's really you. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Looks like they get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet all of you. Actually, Elliot's been the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? You must be Reen, Laura, Machias, and Fee. Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today? As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy too. Is everyone in your family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. He couldn't carry a tune in a bell wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has a chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do, anyway? Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is it something secret you can't talk about? Oh no, nothing like that. It's just, he's in the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army? Really? Yeah, probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. You've got a point. But man, the last name Craig in the army, it sounds really familiar. Wait, your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig? Decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's Armed Forces? That's our dad, alright. I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army, and he's known more widely around the Empire simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put 2 and 2 together before when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division too? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. I was kinda hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot. Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. Sorry, I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Oh, right. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address from where we're staying, but it's apparently around here. But I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for the field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. I guess you've finally reached that age where it's not cool to give your sister big hugs anymore. I feel a little sad. I guess we all grow up. I'll still be watching over you, though. Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area, at least not that I know of. Huh? None at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? But your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing. It's written right here. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where that old bracer guild used to be? Oh, a guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. Though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. Aw, I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here, alone. It'd make my day if you dropped by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, it wouldn't be any trouble. I'm not going to turn down home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure you get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems like we have more than just the festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head on over to the guild. Okay. Alright, let's head over. All we got to do is go this way. Yeah, this is definitely the place written on the memo. I didn't think that we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. I guess Group B was fixed up in the other one then. So there's more than one guild branch in the city? Yeah, back when the guild still had a presence in Heimdallr, there were 2 branches. The guild pulled out of the city over a year ago though, so not many pay much attention to these buildings now. Is that so? The guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram. Really? That's more the exception That's more the exception than the rules these days. The building looks surprisingly new considering they've been gone for over a year. Oh yeah, that's because there was a big fire that swept through here about 2 years ago. They rebuilt the buildings after that, but they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people think it was set by terrorists. That's an unsettling thought. It's just a rumor though. There's no proof or anything. Must have been that operation. Nothing. Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us the keys, so we should be able to let ourselves in. Well, shall we open it up? You know, I was actually expecting it to be way less tidy inside. There's some kind of notice posted up on some of the walls and bulletin boards. It seems to be a notice of who's currently in charge of the building. Apparently it's currently owned by the local government. Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us in here while we're in town. Which part are we staying in then? There's nothing but the reception counter down here, so I suppose we must be staying upstairs. Let's go drop off our stuff and see what we've got in store for today. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going a little far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not gonna complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy. We should appreciate his consideration. Alright, now let's see. Now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's tasks. Alright, we have Underground Passage Monster. We have Hats Off, Chronicles of the Chronicle, and Amber Amor. The task Machias' father selected certainly show the variety one would expect from the city this size. Well, yeah, we'll need to make sure that we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our group's covering the area east of Venquier's Street, so it might be a good idea to go around and scope about all these places before noon. Agreed. I want to get an idea of where everything is. We can use the orbital trams to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our tasks. You two alright with being our travel guides? Of course, might as well put our knowledge to use. It may be hard to show you around a city this size, but I'll give you as grand a tour as I can. Sis said she'll make dinner for us, so let's just head back here when it starts getting late. Yeah, once we're done with everything, let's head back to Elliot's house. Okay, let's get moving. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Understood. Let's do all we can to ensure we're not shown up by Group B. While in Heimdallr, you can travel between the areas of the city relevant to the group's field study. To travel, either walk to the end of an area map, or press the square button and select one of the destinations listed. Each area also has a tram stop, which you can visit by traveling by tram to other areas. At certain points in the chapter, you'll need to ride the tram to reach your destination. Okie dokie then. Well, we have our assignments, we have our lodgings. I think that's gonna be it for now. Next time on The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel, we get a start on our field study tasks. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a like. Troops out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.